Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a read for you and who, and this is for the second half of September 2020. I got to tell you guys, I have had a struggle getting these out. It was like one thing after another. You know, I tried 3 times to get these videos out and something came up with my phone, and then another thing came up on my phone, and now I'm going through some technical issues. It's been crazy. So, and I don't think it's you. You know, I think it just has to do with, just kind of a change that's happening right now. I don't know, but I'm going with the flow, okay? I'm just going with the flow. No sense in trying to push it, right? So that's how I feel. So let's jump into this, okay? Now that I got you here. All right, so let's jump into this. This will be a general read, so it will be for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. A general read, so if you are looking for a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, go to the Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box below. All right, I want to thank all of you that have been ordering coaching sessions with me and also have been, booking reads with me. Gosh, guys, I'm so thankful. It's been such an honor to be a part of your journey, and it's exciting. I'm getting to know so many of you, and it's been just it's been wild. It's been a lot of fun too. So let's see what wants to come out for you. We're going to start with what are the current circumstances, what is the anxiety causing the circumstances, and of course get into ways that can help you overcome the situation, whatever issue, challenge that you might be having in a situation or a relationship. Then I'm going to be focusing on love for my bi-weeklies, and my generals focus more on just general and what wants to bubble up to the surface. Okay, all right, so let's jump into this. I'm just so excited I'm in front of you now that all this stuff is, oh my god. Maybe I had to wait until I was in a better mood or something, I don't know. But let's see, what do we have here? We've got the Three of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so starting off, the Three of Wands. This is about waiting for the right wave to ride when it's ready to come in. And this is not about jumping to conclusions. This is not about forcing things to happen. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. So fire energy, which is beautiful. But this is a little bit more strategic, and you're gonna wait until you're intuitively moved to actually go to that next step, to ride that wave, okay? So this is not just any wave, it's the wave that you feel is going to be best for you intuitively. It's kind of, you're waiting for the right place, the right time, and the right circumstances. It's kind of like you're going to be kind of intuitively nudged in that direction, and that's what I feel when I get this card for you. Now, it's a 3, which is about being creative about how you're going about, kind of moving forward and knowing when to take that next step in that relationship or situation. That's kind of how I'm feeling here. Now, the next card that I get here is the Page of Cups. This is kind of like, you're probably thinking, yeah, well, right, well, when pigs fly, that's going to happen. We're going to have a next step in this situation, because it's kind of like you've been waiting for things to happen, and it's like it hasn't been happening. And so I really feel that this is a message that's coming through of love. It's of emotions of some sort. It's cups, so it's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy, so it's your energy. I feel that you kind of, that you maybe have been focusing on vibing what it is that you really, really want. And, because there's a lot of these kind of like these lines that are coming out that are kind of spiritually guided. And he's kind of thinking, yes, when pigs fly, that I'm going to find, come together in love. Now, this could be in a relationship or situation. Now, again, the sex is neutral, put that aside. It's more about the energy itself. This is just as well could be a female. But this is just saying is that, my gosh, you've been hoping for love. And it's kind of like, he's looking up there, yeah, when pigs fly, right? It's kind of like, no, it's like, using the spiritual guidance can bring some of this miracles in and some of these opportunities in. So it's about playing with the universe and co-creating with the universe is what I see. And then I also get the Page of Swords, which is another message, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Pages, again, are all about messages coming through. When it comes about swords, is that you're waiting for that creative synchronicity. And this is what is so cool about this, guys, because this is a 3. 3s are about being creative, and then the Page of Cups is creating that synchronicity. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but you kind of see these little stars coming out around him. It's kind of like, using the universe to guide and now to co-create, because it's kind of like, I feel it's when pigs fly, I'm going to find love. Well, this is saying messages are coming through, and this is saying is to to really be, create that synchronicity and, do a little bit more research on what this is, because whatever research that you're doing, you're going internally in, and this could be, within yourself, within, the dynamic of the relationship. You're going to get a lot of ideas that are going to give you a lot more confidence to move forward. And that yellow is the solar plexus chakra for confidence in moving forward. Some of you can be doing a lot more research, right? And getting a higher point of view with the birds, and kind of like getting that higher point of view is what I see here. So it's kind of like, that's kind of how I feel in this situation. It's kind of like, gosh, sorry guys for the noise. They're building a high rise next to me, and it's been a little crazy, really crazy as of late. So, but that's what I see here. It's kind of like you've got some messages coming through from the universe, and then when you do the research, you're getting more messages coming through, and it's kind of putting those together and strategically going to ride that make that next move. Okay, so it's about being creative in that. I am going to pull an energy card to see what wants to come through here. I'm going to pull a fun one. Which ones do I want to pull? I think I'm going to pull the chakra cards. Let me just pull a chakra card and kind of see in terms of where you're at right now. Joy. This is great. I love seeing this. So this is about bringing joy into your life and doing what makes you feel joyful, okay? This is the yellow, which is the solar plexus. So it's concentrating on, joy and confidence and kind of that type of thing. So this is beautiful. And this just tells me is that you are, it's the sunflower. So it's kind of like, this is just like, let's just jump in and see what happens here already, okay? That's kind of what I feel. Let's just have some fun, right? And that's kind of what I feel. So it's about being playful and being delightful and being full of joy. And that's attractive in a relationship or situation. I miss that. I like that actually. So that's really cool. And it's all about inviting happiness into your life. Even that maybe the outside things might not be working. Like I was talking about, like all my technologies are going crazy, things are happening. It's kind of like, well, you can still be joyful in this. You can still not let the outside circumstances rock your core, which is that solar plexus color, and still say, I will have joy. But then I'll still have joy. It's kind of like that type of thing. So it's also about, gifts, integrity. It talks about some sort of reward. Maybe you're excited about that. So, it's kindness, even a lot of the kindness. You can't shut out pain without, shutting out pleasure. So if you're going to have pain, you're going to, you're shutting out the pleasure if you're trying to get rid of the pain. So it's kind of like I said, going with the flow and choosing joy over pain. Why? Because it just feels good. It just feels better. You know what I mean? For that reason alone is what I feel. So that's the current situation that we have. Now, you might be experiencing some joy right now is what I feel. Could be the case, or want some playfulness. I am going to pull one more numerology card because I want to see a different kind of segue coming in and kind of seeing what wants to come through here for you here. Compassion. All right. Beautiful card. This talks about your third eye chakra. This is also about just being very compassionate for yourself. It's coming to fruition, and this is about having compassion for yourself, for the other person in this relationship or in this situation. And compassion is about being able to see both sides of a situation, okay? That's what this card calls out. It's a 99 card that reduces to what? A 9, right? It goes into 18 and it's a 9, so it means coming to fruition. So this is beautiful, and this is, it's about those that, beyond your family and your circle of friends. This is saying be compassionate, whether it's that, you're at the grocery store and you're checking out, being kind to the clerk that's checking you out, right? Literally, I guess figuratively too. You might have a cute one checking you out. I'm just saying. But that's what's coming through here. But it's about, don't judge a person until you walked in their shoes. And this is what really comes up and kind of what comes into play for me here when I get this card. So it's about having compassion to try on the shoes of the other person to get that point of view, all right? And that's what seems to come into play. So think about that in terms of before a response, in terms of how you move forward in a relationship or situation. Now let's take a look at this other person on the other side, and let's take a look what wants to come through for them. Scorpio, let's see what wants to come through. We got the Page of Pentacles, the World card, and the Magician. You might be dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, right? And with this is so interesting because we get the Page, and this is an opportunity for a new beginning. The Page, the World, and the Magician card. So the Page, again, is about a message coming through, and it's about Pentacles. This is about some sort of manifestation and prosperity for this other person, that they're manifesting what they want in this relationship or situation, and they're focused on their prosperity. And this is about really focusing on that. So they're being very careful in that. And, they have the World, which is a completion card. And the interesting thing about this is that this tells me is they could be at a distance from each other, okay? It's ruled by Saturn, and it's kind of like there could be delays or something in a situation, in a love situation that has to do with perhaps a Gemini. For some of you, that could be the case. They might have it in their chart, on their side, or they see that and you might have it in your chart, so to speak. But this is saying is that there is a completion, and then it's an opportunity for the Magician, which is a 1 card, to create what it is that they want. I think they're manifesting what it is that they want, in their world in terms of a relationship and situation is what I feel, okay? And that's what seems to come into play here. It seems that there's been delays and trials, and that's what the World indicates for me here in this situation. But the beauty thing of here, the Magician, is that, things are moving along the trajectory as they should be. No, not fast, not slow, but as scheduled, as according to Mercury, which rules the card. So that's what's coming into play here, and I feel that they're manifesting what they want in their world, and they're going to create it. Let's take a look at it. Anything more? Let's pull an energy card on them and see what might want to come through for them. Where did I put those? Okay, here it is. Sorry guys, let me pull this, and I'm going to pull an energy card for them and see what wants to come through here. Wisdom. Yeah, they're getting wisdom of the heart. Okay, that green is that heart chakra. This is about gaining wisdom from a situation, and it could be from their higher self, and knowing that divine timing is also incredibly important in the situation. But this is like, this is that sage color, sage advice that you're getting from the universe, right? And so that's what I'm seeing here. This is about maybe there is some wise counsel that you've sought, but you only have ignored it. And maybe that this person on this other side is trying to do things alone. And this is saying that a solution is going to come from those of which that are more experienced than they are. So that's what seems to be coming through for this. So it's about having that maturity and knowing that support can bring in a lot more tranquility. For example, I'm going to take this thread all the way through in terms of my technology issues. Is that I've tried 3 times, it's not working, so I scheduled an appointment with someone that can actually help me. Like an engineer and a technology person that can actually help me out with this, because it's really, really, it's befuddling. I mean, it's like crazy, it's like, oh my gosh. And then you'll learn more from that, right? So seek advice and don't ignore it. Get the advice, and you don't try to do everything yourself. Is that what this person is really needs to be focusing on? So they're gaining a lot more wisdom of that there. And anything in terms of the numerology, in terms of a card for them over here too. Spiritual partnership. So it could be that they're going into business with someone that is also, has that same mentality from a spiritual standpoint as they do. This is really, really beautiful. So, gosh, guys, I don't know if you're going into that with them or if this is coming up, but that's what the case is, and it's coming to fruition. So it's about actually partnering up with someone else in terms of this union, in terms of moving forward is what I feel. All right, let's go back to you, because I want to take a look at what is the cause of anxiety in the relationship or situation. Let's take a look at it. What's the cause of anxiety here in this situation for you? We've got the Sun card, the Ten of Swords. Wow, and the Ace of Pentacles. Good cards, guys. Good cards. So, okay, let me put this out here. The Sun card, again, good vibrations. Those vibrations warm you. I mean, the Sun is all about, just this this beautiful, beautiful type energy. You're using the light to bring, from the external to bring into the internal, and really letting it bring joy to your world, right? And then I get the Ten of Swords, especially after something has ended in a relationship or situation. Something has ended, or at least the energy has ended in this. The Ten's about coming to fruition. And when it comes to the swords, it's all about some sort of defeat or some sort of loss. And then that forces a brand new beginning. It's like here and here, now the new energy is here. Now you can begin again. There's a karmic cycle is what I feel here, guys, in a relationship. I think you ended a karmic cycle of some sort, so now the energy is fresh and new, and now you've got this Ace of Pentacles, which is about manifestation and prosperity coming through. It's like, here you go now. Now you can reap the rewards. It wasn't it's not about trying to force something to happen. You know what I mean? It's kind of something in that respect. But what has, been the cause of anxiety is some sort of ending, but that ending of that karmic cycle was really causing a lot of confusion, and now you're able to now manifest with a brand new energy, right? This light energy. It's this good vibration energy. What do I get? Yeah, I get the Zen card, which is about balancing the inner and outer sanctuary within yourself, okay? This is good. This is really, really good. And then this allows your internal life to grow. So internally, you had gone through a change. And that's what my little Bella says too. You've gone through some sort of change here, okay? Yeah, you're rising above and getting a lot more clarity, having a lot more freedom in this as it pertains to love, and you're having a solution to the love situation is what I feel as well. And it's an 11 a card, and it's funny, this reduces to an 11. So it's like the Zen card is an 11, and this turns into an 11. You're rising above, and you're going that next step. You've up leveled, and now you're able to have something that can actually move forward in. All right. What is the cause of anxiety for this other person on the other side? Let's take a look at that real quick. Cause of anxiety for this other person. An ending. Wow, you guys, this is interesting. They have, you've got here the Ten of Wands, the Hierophant, which is a major arcana, and then the Four of Cups. So the Ten of Wands is about moving forward lightly, not carrying the baggage with you anymore. It's kind of, I'm just going to take what I can take, and I'm going to move on, right? So they've had also some sort of ending. This is what I feel. It's divine timing. It's kind of, you're kind of both going through an ending. You're kind of balancing things out. The next card that I got is the Hierophant, which is now looking for higher guidance in this. This is beautiful because this is Taurus energy as well. Guys might be dealing with the Taurus, but you see that he's got this big smile on his face, and this is about, getting the guidance and the peace within and able to move forward. So getting the balance that you need to move forward. And also, again, getting the guidance. There's been some sort of change in a belief or tradition as it pertains to your situation on this side for this person. And there's been a change, and so with that particular change, they're able to move forward, and because of this change, they're trying to figure out what it is that they want. It's kind of like, there's 2 cups that have spilled, and then there's 2 cups, there's 3 cups that are spilled, and one that is full right here. And she's saying, it's like, I don't know which way to go. It's kind of like, not now. I don't know which decision to make. I don't know if I'm going to concentrate on the past or if I'm going to concentrate on the future. It's like, not now. I'm going to look straight ahead right now to decide before I make that conclusion. So I really feel that it's about grounding oneself to get to that point. And that's really kind of what I felt, with you, kind of like, you were at this point in terms of love. What should I do? Yeah, when pigs fly, but it was divine timing. It was definitely divine timing here. Oh my gosh, my little Bella's vocal. I just took her for a walk too, guys. So she's not deprived, okay? Just note that she's not deprived. She went for a walk this morning. She got fresh food and water. What are you doing? Do you just want to sing? You want to sing to Scorpio in Scorpio's read? Yes? There you go. Okay, guys, so I'll have to take a little break after this. So there you have it. So I'm going to focus on any other steps that you need to focus on in terms of coming through. How do they feel about you? How are they feeling about you right now? What's the moment how they're feeling about you right now, Scorpio? I wish I could take back my words. So someone may have said something that maybe could have said in a different way, perhaps, guys. So many things remind you, okay? So, it could be, again, how they feel about you is they feel they could take back words, and then they about so many things remind Remind them of you is what I feel. That's how they feel about you. Let me get that straight. So yeah, I wish I could take back my words, and there's a lot of things that remind me of you. They also, Scorpio, they love you unconditionally. Okay, they love you unconditionally. So if you're questioning that, just note that that's the case. Okay, how do you feel about them? Let's take a look at how you feel about them. Let's take a look real quick. I can't stop thinking about you. So you maybe are just really, yeah, I wish things could be different. There's a timing issue here, guys. There's a timing issue on things here a little bit, is what I really feel. I want to be more than friends. Oh, you guys, this is really beautiful. I will tell you, that's what seems to come through. Any other final love advice, that wants to come through? I just want to see for you. Any other love advice wants to come for you, Scorpio? Anything else? Forgiving and learning. Okay, so just keep in mind that when you release the past, that you're able to move on with new fresh energy and love now, right? And be able to bring that into your present moments, right? And you attract a lot of romance in your life by really embracing the moment, okay? There's a lot of attraction in this relationship, there's no doubt. What is the most important thing you need to know about yourself in terms of this situation? I'm going to pull the self cards here. I want to pull what wants to come out here. These are new cards that I got, which is Self-Love Oracle. Starts with you first anyway, right? So we got to remember that. I know times we forget that, but we have to remember that. Yeah, I am who I am. So this is important to keep in mind, right? And this is about living and learning. It's a 26 card that reduces to an 8 that gives you balance. So yeah, it's this tells me it's like, it comes when you have reached the point enough that there is no escape in the reality, right, of the situation. And that you must live your life at every moment, regardless of what comes to you. You've got to live your life at every moment. And that's what this is talking about. That this is really beautiful, okay? Yeah, so this is, even if you know of a lot of ways, to distract or numb yourself from being present, this is saying is to choose self-realization in the situation. Surrender, to the, learn from the past, surrender to the future, focus on now and your own presence right now, okay? And this is what this is saying. You're working towards a balanced state, being at peace with yourself and the world, right? So the thing is that don't be too hard on yourself is what this wants to remind you of, okay? Don't engage in negative, words with anyone. Your true self is infinite and full of a lot of creative, potential right now. Okay, yeah, that's beautiful. You are who you are. I am who I am. All right, guys. I hope this resonated with you. I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, namaste.